Manchester United and Man City combined 11. Cristiano Ronaldo and Kevin De Bruyne lead way. Manchester United are going into the game with neighbours Manchester City in relatively high spirits after thumping Tottenham away from home and grabbing a dramatic last-minute equaliser against Atalanta in the Champions League, even if question marks persist over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Meanwhile, City are going into the clash after a mixed week, having bounced back from a 2-0 defeat at home to Crystal Palace with a midweek Champions League win against Club Brugge. And here is Manchester United vs Man City combined 11. Goalkeeper. Ederson, Man City. Ederson just about takes this ahead of David De Gea. Both can be considered in the conversation for best goalkeeper in the world, but De Gea is still on the recovery trail after a disastrous dip in form. The Brazilian is far superior with his distribution and has been crucial under Pep Guardiola, with all the Spaniards' Premier League titles coming with Ederson between the sticks. Manchester hasn't just seen a shift in power between the clubs, but also between the right back. Kyle Walker, Man City. Kyle Walker has been England and Manchester City's starting right back for a while now, and he keeps that role in this team. His blistering pace and defensive maturity is at a higher level than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Since the Englishman's move to Manchester United, he has come under scrutiny for his lack of threat in attack. Meanwhile, Walker's experience gives him the edge, despite the two not being far apart in quality defense. Centre-back. Ruben Diaz, Man City. Arguably the best centre-back in world football, Ruben Diaz has been a rock at the back for Manchester City since joining the club in 2020. His leadership and defensive nous was crucial towards City's double-winning season last campaign. There were initial doubts about his price tag, a hefty £65 million, but since his arrival he has been able to transform the City defence and fill the gap vacated by Vincent Kompany. He is certainly the best centre-back. Aymeric Laporte, Man City. He was Manchester City's most important defender before the signing of Ruben Diaz but has declined slightly since then. However, after a disappointing season last time around he has started to regain the form he showed when he first signed for the club in 2018. Raphael Varane would have definitely taken his place on this team, but due to the Frenchman's injury Laporte is the best alternative to slot alongside left-back. João Cancelo, Man City. The Portuguese defender has arguably been City's best player this season, in both defence and attack. After initially struggling when he joined the club in 2019, Cancelo has excelled in the left-back position, which puts him ahead of Luke Shaw, who has tailed off after a promising start to the campaign. The Manchester City fullback has played a role in 6 goals this season, which is extraordinary considering he isn't in an attacking position. He is certainly one of the most informed full-backs in world football. Defensive midfielder. Rodri, Man City. Rodri has finally adapted to the Premier League after a difficult start to life in England and is now a crucial part of Pep Guardiola's team after taking the reins from Fernandinho. His excellent ball retention and reading of the game makes him a perfect fit for Guardiola's team. He is also head and shoulders above Scott McTominay or Fred, who are his competitors for this position. Central midfielder. Bruno Fernandez, Man Utd. The first Manchester United player to make it on this team, and it is no surprise that it's Fernandez. He has put the United team on his back at times and continually dragged the club out of crisis. Since his move in 2020, he has scored 44 goals and provided 32 assists in 94 games for the Manchester side, which is exceptional for a central midfielder. Kevin De Bruyne, Man City. Kevin De Bruyne won PFA Player of the Year last season following Manchester City's triumph in the Premier League, showing how crucial he is to Guardiola's team. This side would be incomplete without the Belgian involved, even if he has had a sluggish start to the season. De Bruyne and Fernandez carry their side's biggest midfield threat, so they both deserve a place in the combined 11, rather than one of the two sitting out. Which admittedly means a lot of defensive running for you. Right wing. Mason Greenwood, Man Utd. This was the most difficult position to choose. Riyad Mahrez, Marcus Rashford and Raheem Sterling all had a case for being selected. However, Mason Greenwood deserves his spot in this side. The youngster has been a threat for United all season and is finally starting to become a regular at Old Trafford. In a couple of seasons, he will be the first name in this combined left wing. Phil Foden, Man City. Phil Foden has been living up to the hype after breaking into Guardiola's side. He always performs and provides a great scoring threat for the Blues, and it is for this reason he gets in ahead of Jack Grealish. Grealish has been very inconsistent this season, while Foden is building upon his excellent season last year and has shown glimpses of being able to carry the City at striker. Cristiano Ronaldo, Man Utd. The main reason why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still the manager of the Manchester United. Ronaldo has scored a collection of late and important goals which have saved the club from embarrassment. Manchester City's inability to sign a striker in the summer means that Ronaldo isn't really competing for the spot, but regardless of whether a striker was signed, knocking the 36-year-old off the team would have been a major